What's up guys, Drake here for Channel 5 TGN Sports covering the 2012 London Olympic Games. Day 3 today and we have got some exciting news. Again, world records, golden medals, heroes, injuries, you name it. Well, that's what's been happening on this fabulous 2012 London Games. Shall we take a look at the medals first? Right now, the medals at the end of today, Republic of China is got 9 gold. United States is closely behind them with 5. France has got 3. Democratic Republic, People's Republic of Korea has got 3. Italy 2, and so forth. Well, not a bad day, guys. China is honestly racking those medals up. United States is finding it difficult to catch them. That's about the medals. Right, guys, let's jump straight into the news. European fencing champion Simona German proved too strong for Great Britain's Corina Lawrence in the last 32 of the women's individual épée at Excel. Romania's German, ranked 4th in the world, showed her class to secure a 15-9 success. Lawrence, 43rd in the world, was level at 3-3 midway through the opening period of 3 minutes, but then fell 7-3 down in the space of the next 80 seconds. She scored the first points of the second period, but after a premature halt to the round because of lack of action, German showed her class to advance. She's number 4 in the world and has just won the European title. I did as much as I could and I have no regrets, said Lawrence. The London 2012 eventing cross-country's course took its toll at Greenwich Park today, but did not prevent Great Britain from strengthening the gold medal bid. Superb cross-country rides by Nicola Wilson and Mary King turned up the heat on Germany and Australia, countries that were ahead of the Britain overnight. But 7 of the first 27 combinations fell on the course that appeared to be very slippery in places and challenging in terms of its fences. On the handball side, Republic of Korea's women recorded the first win of the Group B preliminary campaign, seeing off Denmark 25-24 at the copper box to virtually seal a place in the quarterfinals. The Danes, who beat Sweden 21-18 in the first game on Saturday, failed to cope with the Asian opponent's speed after the restart of their fast breaks helped open up a 5-point lead with 5 minutes remaining. Denmark tried in vain to get back into it and closed the deficit to 1 goal in the final 10 seconds, but that was not enough and the Republic of Korea held on and took to top the group with 4 points and spark mass scenes of celebration. Jo Hobie was the top scorer with 5 goals, while Denmark's Pernille Larsen was the most prolific player with 7 as the morning session was brought to a close. Right guys, and in hockey today, Australia striker Jamie Dwyer equalled his country's all-time goal-scoring record with a hat-trick as the Kookaburras underlined their tag of gold medal favourites with a 6-0 win over South Africa. The 5-time world champion of the year took his tally to 179 in 279 matches, and although they all came from set pieces, 2 penalty strokes and a short corner, the 33-year-old's influence in the overall performance was significant. Right guys, and on judo today, Japan's Kaori Matsumoto won gold over Romanian Corina Corpuli after the latter was disqualified during the golden score period in the women's 57kg judo final at Excel. Right guys, on the rowing side, British rowers shattered Olympics best. Catherine Grainer and Anna Watkins underlined the status as gold medal favourites by setting a new Olympic best time as they qualified for the final of the women's double scull. The double world champion destroyed the previous mark set by Germany in Barcelona 20 years ago by nearly 5 seconds as they won the heat in a time of 6 minutes 44 seconds .33. It was a commanding performance from Granger and Watkins, who left world bronze medalist New Zealand's trailing home in second place around 2 lengths behind. The British double scull pair are now unbeaten in 22 consecutive races, and the victory will have laid down a marker to the nearest rivals Australia, who pushed them close in the final of the last month's Munich World Cup regatta. Right guys, and on to sailing. 3 times gold medalist Ben Anelsi could only finish today's first fin race in 6th place as Denmark Jonas Hugh Christensen proved that he was no one-day wonder. The 35-year-old Briton has been sluggish out of the blocks at previous Olympics, but got off to a decent start yesterday, collecting 2 second places. Hugh Christenus was the victor in both races and impressed again this afternoon, finishing second to New Zealand's Dan Slaughter in Weymouth Bay. Ainsley meanwhile had to settle for 6th place after a difficult start. The gold medal favourite had been close to Hugh Christenus but lost ground upwind as he finished behind the Dane for the 3rd successive race. Right guys, and on the shooting side, Romanian shooter Alin George Moldoveanu won a titanic tussle with the world number 1 Niccolò Caprini of Italy to claim gold in the men's 10-meter air rifle. Moldoveanu held his nerve with a final shot of 10.3 to hold off his rival, who finished just 0.6 behind. The duo both topped the qualifications by equaling the Olympic record and swapped top spots in the final a number of times before Moldoveanu prevailed. Nice one. Right guys, and on the swimming side, Yashiwen returned to the Olympic pool after her super fast 400 meter individual medley swim to easily head the field in the heats of the shorter medley events. The 16-year-old produced a mind-boggling final 50 meter freestyle on Sunday that was quicker than Ryan Locke, the winner of the men's equivalent. It saw her cut more than a second off Stephanie Rice's 2008 record, and the Chinese swimmer's effort has caused a huge sensation. She was quickest today in the women's 200 meter individual medley, in which she is the world champion. Her time was 2.8 and 2.0890, and that was 1.6 seconds ahead of Christina Coventry. In table tennis, DPR Korea gained a shock success over rival republic, the Korea, as Kim Hooyoki Bong upset the odds to beat Yu Suhuiki 4.2 at the London 2012 Olympics. Right guys, and in tennis, Serena and Venus Williams claimed straightforward victories in the Olympic tennis today, but world number 1 Victoria Azarenka was taken to a 3-set by Irina Camelia Bengu in her opening match. The Brazilian briefly looked in trouble against the Romanian when she lost the second set and then went down an early break in the decider. But she promptly reeled off 6 games in a row to win 6-1, 3-6, 6-1 the next plays. Right guys, and in volleyball, world champions Russia were given an almighty scare by the Dominican Republic before claiming their second win of the London 2012 women's volleyball competition. Russia had looked set for a second successive whitewash following the 3-0 win over Great Britain on Saturday, but they were rocked on their heels by the vibrant Dominican side, who had the majority of the near-full crowd on their side. Right guys, diving news. Chinese pairing Kao Yang and Jiang Quan claimed victory in the synchronized 10-meter platform final. Mexico's German Sons and Ivan Garcia Navarro took silver ahead of Nick McEnroy and David Boudia of the USA, who took bronze. The USA pair had an 8.82 gap over Great Britain's pair Tom Daly and Pete Waterfield, who finished 4th. Right guys, thanks for watching. This brings us to the end of another epic event. The Olympic Dames have quieted down, they've all gone to sleep. Thanks for watching, thanks for the comments. Righto, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. This was Drake for Channel 5 TGN. Good night. Over and out.